everyone? Happy Sunday. We're here at the end of closed beta, and I've got my Ranger up on screen. We got some pretty good equipment. Tier 3, +4, Crossbow, lots of damage here. Cloak of Courage. I'm going to talk about how to best get started. I've played all the characters, right? And, you know, I fell in love with the Ranger. The Ranger is so awesome. Got some cool, epic tier equipment here, and I'm going to show you how to kind of get started. Once you get, this is like the Korean New World, but better. I'm absolutely loving this game, and I'm going to be so sad this week when the beta ends. Hold on, let me pull up my chat real quick and do a quick sound check. Make sure what I'm saying is actually coming through, and I don't sound like a squirrel, because that's happened before. And that was sad, but better. I'm absolutely loving this game. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to be so awesome. So let's get right back to it. We are going to, when you first start up, you're going to spawn right down here. You're going to do a little tutorial, and you're going to come to this city, this settlement. This is the first settlement you come to. It's the only settlement in the beta. I think we'll see what happens, but if this is how everyone starts, this should carry through. So your first goal is to obviously go straight for the settlement, because going to the settlement unlocks quite a few things. The first thing you're going to want to do after getting to the settlement is come down here to this guy, Gavron. He wheels, he deals, and purchase something. Here, you're going to want to start off by picking up some general tools to be able to craft. You want to craft equipment. Starting off, that's going to be your easiest and fastest way to get gear. And we're going to show you some other ways to get gear as well. But this will help you get started super quick, guys. So, you know, pick up a basic sickle if you're trying to craft cloth, if you're going to be a sorcerer or something. We don't have a cloth class unlocked in this closed beta, but, you know, there's two classes that use ore, so you're going to want a pickaxe, and you're going to want a basic logging axe, whether you're playing a ranger or, you know, a soldier or a berserker, because all the weapons you need wood to craft. So basic logging axe, basic pickaxe at minimum. If you're going to be a ranger, you're going to also want to pick up this butcher's knife so you can skin animals, right? So you're going to come in here, you're going to be like level 3, maybe level 4 if you killed a bunch of stuff. And you're going to wonder what to do. What's the best way to level up? Well, the best way to level up, you're not going to have this horse. I'm just going to use it to get around faster. I can show you where to get this horse later. You're going to want to come and start doing some life skilling. This is going to get you to level 5 and get you what you need to craft your weapon and armor for level 5, right? Because you're going to need to upgrade. You're going to have some tier 1 stuff, and it's going to be gross. When you come out of the settlement, right along here, say you're a soldier or a berserker, or even the ranger needs some ore for the weapons. Come along here, along this side of the settlement, there is a large amount of iron ore, which is your first tier 2 stuff. So, yep, you're going to come over here, you're going to find some iron ore, iron deposit, and you're going to hit E, and you're going to mine. I'm not going to finish through with this because I don't need it, but I just want to show you where it is. You also want to harvest these mature trees, because these are also a tier 2 material to make your first tier 2 stuff. And when you get through mining and chopping down the wood stuffs, that's mature tree. You want to focus on mature trees, because those are going to give you tier 2, not these young trees. Tier 2 material is what you're looking for. See here, here's another tier 2 mature tree. And then look here, all along here, this iron deposit, iron deposit, iron deposit. There's so much iron deposit. Up here, up here. Now look at this. There's iron deposit. That's iron. This is iron. Iron for days right next to the settlement. People are having trouble finding rocks. It's right here. It's right next to the settlement. So you grab that. You get 35 heavy woods and 35 iron ore, and your life skilling should level you the rest of the way up to level 5. If not, you're close. And then you could go ahead and come in here in this settlement and go straight to... Nope, I went too far. So one thing, life skilling, which includes gathering and crafting, gains you experience. So you get to level 5 very quickly upon reaching the settlement because you get experience from completing these quests, the tutorial quests, and you get experience from just killing monsters, and then the life skilling should all get you to level 5, which is why I want you to focus on just grabbing those tier 2s, because if you get some tier 1 materials, you're going to be outclassed. You could have gotten better gear. So you go here to this processing place, and let me show you where it is. When you zoom in on the map, right, it's this one right here, processing. You come here and say you were mining. You're going to come to mining, and these tier 2s, iron ingots, you're going to want to craft some iron ingots. It takes 5 iron ore per ingot, which is why I told you you need 35. 35 is the magic number to be able to craft a weapon and 6 pieces of armor, or 5 pieces of armor, excuse me. You can get 40 to craft 2 weapons. That's up to you. And then logging, process the lumber. See, I have tier 3 red lumber here. I just press E, craft. I'm going to craft 1. And boom, it crafts. I get 80% processing XP and 21 ranger experience. So you see, you actually get experience from doing this. So you do all that, you should be hitting level 5. And then you come over here and you can craft your weapons. Up at the top, you go to ranger, crossbow, bow, rapier, whichever you want to do. And then you find these tier 2s, and you see the difference on these stats here. Damage over time attack, crit rate. And if you're going ranger crossbows, I highly suggest damage over time. And I'll get into it. It would be this beastly one. It has 105 damage over time attack. Because I will share the build I've been doing, and it's just been destroying everything. And I'll show it in action here, because I actually still need to kill the final... Chrono boss, and I've been saving it for this stream. So that's cool. So you've got your tier 2 equipment. You're all set to go. You got to run around, do quests. These guys have little marks above their head, right? You'll want to first go through with your main story quest, which is going to take you, let's see, right about over here to this Chronos thing. Go in. Fight your first Chrono Gate. You're probably going to lose unless you're awesome, but that's okay. Just exit out, complete the quest. It gives you experience. Then you come down, you continue on, you get experience until you need to fight this guy. And you're not going to have an easy time fighting this guy until you have this tier 2 equipment, which is why I said as soon as you get to the settlement, just buy those gathering materials and go ahead, spend the 10 minutes you need to mine that iron ore and those mature logs. You're going to love it. Now, if you're a ranger, you also need tier 2 leather, and that's a bit harder. I found a spot that gives a pretty good drop rate of tier 2 leather, and it's all the way over here on the map as compared to the settlement where you start. You're just going to have to go out and kill wolves, kill jaguars, whatever you run into. And it's going to be random if they drop a tier 2, and I have not yet seen tier 3. So I really hope they fix the drop rate and the accessibility of getting tier 2 and tier 3 resources of leather. But we'll see. We'll see. So there's a few ways to level up here. Of course, just grabbing quests around, doing your main quest, but also doing bounties. Bounties are a great way to get experience, but not only experience, you also get bounty tokens. Now, what are bounty tokens good for? You can use those bounty tokens here at Catarin to actually purchase some materials. You can only buy 2, I believe. Let's see. Can I buy leather? Okay, you could buy 5 of the tier 2 stuff, which will get you pretty far. So that'll actually help you out with crafting the initial archer set. Aside from that, you can also buy tier 3, but unfortunately, You can only buy a maximum of 2 right now. I think it's just because of the beta. Maybe it's supposed to be locked by week, but right now it's locked by the weekend. So I can only buy 2 of those, which was a shame, which is why I only have, you know, a few pieces of blue items here, tier 3 armor, because I was only able to craft a few. I did find a couple things. So that's that. So you go, you pick up one of these bounty boards. You're going to start at level 1, and eventually you gain enough experience to unlock 2, 3, 4, 5 bounty boards. And this also gives, you know, normal experience bonus. And this is actually one of the best ways to level up. It's the guaranteed experience. These are usually pretty quick, and there's also side quests near where these are. And I'll kind of show you a bounty quest. I picked one up. I didn't complete it yet. Gambler Rico. We got to go find him. So you hit M. You look on the map, right? And you look around. I have all these quests here. Which one? This is Gambler Rico. So it shows you on the map where he is about, and you just got to go kind of search around there. So let's we're gonna mount up. You'd be running if you didn't unlock the horse yet. And let's head over there to 4. What's the best way to get there? Is it just straight out here? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna turn right. And they have some quests over there. We'll also do another quest I picked up, a spider quest. We have to enter a cave and retrieve a leg from a giant spider. That sounded interesting, and someone was talking about it earlier, so I will go check that out with you guys. So we come up here towards 4, and let's see if we could run up there quickly. Now, there is a lot of popping. You know, there's some graphical issues with this closed beta, but the gameplay's there, the combat's there. I've been absolutely addicted to this. And here's another thing. You run across random side missions like this one, which are super cool. They ran away. Definitely do them, because it gives you a big boost of experience and some free stuff here. So I'm showing off my build a little bit. I'm going to do some crazy damage here. They're all dead. And I'll talk about my build in a little bit. But right now I'm going through just the experience, best way to get some gear. So doing this small side quest, you know, I got some boots, some tier 1 boots. It'll be good for just starting out. This is right next to the settlement, so there's not too much good stuff. But there's been some fun little side quests that I've run into. One where there's a naked guy on a waterfall, and you have to help him get back from the waterfall and find all his clothes. So we have to go this way. So here's another one, right? I put some poison on them. Put some poison on these guys, and then they all just die. Bang. Easy. And we saved that girl. Sweet. Some nice new boots, some gold, all good stuff there, and that was super easy. All right, let's go here. Somewhere here, right? Is this it? Oh, this is it. We're right here. This was easy to find. All right, so I'm gonna put my poisons on him, right? And it should give me some pretty big damage on this guy. Nice. And he's done. He's dead. When you first start out, it's not going to be that easy. But once you kill him, you run over here, you press E, you cut off his head, and you're going to carry this nice bag, Witcher style, right on your belt. It's got a hook. It's even got a hook, just like in The Witcher, when you put a hook through a monster head. I love it. I love it. And then what you're going to do, you're going to return back to the Bounty Keeper, claim your reward, get some experience, get some bonus stuff there, and then you could buy some of those tier 2 materials that you're looking for. Unfortunately, like I said, you know, you can't just do this. At least in the betas, you're limited to how many resources you can buy from there. Whoop. But I'm going to show you an alternative way. If you really don't want to do life skilling, you only want to pick up weapons and gear from killing, you can do that too. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to do some creative dodging and fighting some bosses to gain that gear. And I'll show you a good place to do it. There's things called solo dungeons. But let's go here. Let's first return this bounty real quick. Yep. Wanted. Return. Easy. We got some experience. We got some cool stuff there. Done. Now, I was just talking about, other ways to get gear other than crafting, life skilling, which we went over first. I do recommend, right when you get to the settlement, you're going to be level 3, level 4. Do the life skilling to get enough materials. Craft your level 5 gear, your initial level 5 gear set, and it should take you to level 5 and get you an awesome starting set, which you can do all the rest of the activities with. Let's go to an alternative way to get your tier 2 gear, which is actually, better gear than tier 2 stuff that you craft. And that's coming up here, near the Arisen Ruins. So it's a little bit of a run here. There is this thing called the Trial of Tilted Whales. It's a solo dungeon, and they're trials you can run over and over again with certain keys, which you can buy right at the trial location. And you go through the trial, you get some good equipment, you get, you're able to buy a full tier 2 set as well. So let's go over there. Let's travel here. I need to talk to this bound stone. So these bound stones allow you to quick travel to any bound stone you've run into. And we're going to quick travel over to here, which I've actually marked as my... Here, let me track this. So here, you see this flag here? If you hold right-click on the map, or not when I have it on bound, sorry. So say you hold right-click over here. You can actually put down anything you want. So you find a good logging spot, cool. Put that there. You find a good boss spot, a field boss spot, you could put that there, right? Treasure chests. You can mark on the map whatever you want to save. And this mark that I added, this little flag, is where I got the mount that I'm riding, this horse. Pretty easy quest. You run here, and I'll show you who you talk to real quick. But it's a simple quest. You go, you find a horse, you use your Chronos ability to stop time, and you can tame the horse very easily, then you bring it back. Oh no, this isn't the spot, sorry. This is a different spot. I can't talk to them yet. Where was that? Where was that? Must have been down. Oh, that must have been. Here it is. It's by the stables. Oh, they already have a spot on here. So yeah, Santove Camp. All the way over here, pretty far away. This is where you get the quest to do the horse stuff. They'll task you with coming over here, finding a horse that ran away, and bringing the horse back. Pretty simple quest. You don't have to fight anything. So as soon as you can, I would recommend getting that horse. But let me go ahead and put this this solo trial, and let's go through. Let's do a solo dungeon right now, and I'll show you what that looks like and how you get a ton of experience from it. It's a great way to level up and get gear at the same time, and it's better than what you can craft through life skilling. Mayor's Palace has great loot. Where's the Mayor's Palace at? Not quite sure. Not quite sure where that's at. Let's go do the solo dungeon. See what that looks like. You come up this mountain. Here, and there's a few undead along the way. They're pretty easy to kill. Not too bad. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. I'm going to hop off here. And here is the solo dungeon right here on the left. Oh, hold on. One second. Let me kill this guy. Boop. And here on the left is your Zakil. This guy will sell you keys. These trial keys, which you can buy for 3,000 gold, which isn't very much. You make gold pretty easily in this game. I have 150,000 gold from just... I probably played like, I don't know, 6 hours on this character. It's really easy to get gold, especially doing the main story quest. But you can purchase 5 per week. There is a weekly limit. So it must be the same way with the bounty stuff, which is pretty good. Anyways, so these trial keys, you buy one of those, and you could go in and start this trial. Now, before we start the trial, let me quickly go over my build and what I've been doing for skills. I really only use the bow or the rapier for this skill here. The rapier, when you switch to it, it increases crit rate by 30% and damage by 50% for 15 seconds. And the bow one is a flat attack increase by 30% of your dexterity for 10 seconds. So they're both really good. I like to have the bow. I like to stay ranged and use this charge shot as well because it does some really big damage. But the rapier is actually a better buff. And the only reason right now while I'm using the secondary skill is to switch for a damage boost and then switch back to use more crossbow skills. And the great thing about that is that you can spend all of your vigor on crossbow skills, and when you switch and switch back, you get a damage boost depending on what weapon you're switching to, and you fully restore your vigor upon switching back, so you got all this vigor to cast your spells with. And I decided to go with the right tree. The right and left tree kind of synergize with each other. When I say that, I mean all these skills in the left tree synergize with each other. They kind of buff each other, while all the skills in the right tree synergize with each other. And I decided to go the poison route. So I picked up Venom Shot 1. It adds a poison. The final Venom Shot 3 adds an additional poison that's more damage. You know, Spider Poison 1 adds poison. And this Verdant Ambush adds another poison for 3 seconds, but it adds another poison. So once I cast Tornado Shot, the damage is increased of Tornado Shot by each stack of venom or poison applied. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 poisons on them, and then I cast my Tornado Shot, and it does massive, massive damage. That's kind of, you know, the rotation that I go with. So cast these poisons. Usually I cast Venom Shot 1, Spider Poison 2, and if it's going to be a big boss, I'm going to quickly switch to Rapier or Bow, and then back to Crossbow to get that bonus damage, to get that the full vigor. Then I'll cast Ambush on them because it only lasts for 3 seconds, and then I'm just going to spam Tornado Shot and do massive damage because every Venom stack on the enemy gives me an additional 39% damage for each shot. So it's kind of nuts, and you'll see it in here when we fight the bosses. But let's start this trial, and we'll go through equipment score 19. It's recommended equipment score is 0, so you don't have to craft a tier 2 gear to do this. You could come in here with tier 1 gear. You don't have to do the life skilling, but I suggest it. It makes this easier. The bosses can be kind of difficult. Ranger is a lot easier to do the bosses because you're ranged, whereas you're going to have a tougher time with Berserker or Soldier. So let's enter. I've got 1 key. Let's go in and see what this trial looks like. There's going to be 4 doors. You can kind of pick which one you want to do. You take a look. What does it say? Frozen Lake. Oh, boy. What's this next one? There is Treacherous Raider. So there's different trials that you can pick to go through. Let's go through the Treacherous Raider and see what that's all about. Oh, man. So it's a gauntlet of chests. Now, one thing about these chests is there's mimics. If you ever played Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, there's mimic chests that are going to eat you, and I'll show you them. But there's a way to tell which chest is a mimic and which is not. If you look at the handlebars here, you see how it looks like there's kind of a funky handle here, like AI-generated handle. And then you go over here. This looks like a funky handle. And you go over here. Oh, it's a single regular handle. Can you kind of see that there on the side? So this is a normal one. The single handle is a normal chest that you can safely open. Right? So I'm going to get some gold out of this. Cool. Nice. I got some gold. Now, this one has the funky handles. When I open it, you're going to see a mimic. You can't damage them right now. But what you could do is just hit E and dodge away. So hit E and dodge away, and it won't eat you. Oh, it still eats you. It still eats you fully. Okay. But it allows you to fight it, which I wanted to do. So I want to do this. I want to fight it. I want to kill this thing and show you what they drop. I haven't found out what these coins do. And if you know what these coins do, please tell me. You pick up ancient mimic coins. I got a bunch of them already. You could spend them somewhere, obviously, but I haven't figured out where you spend them. It's some additional XP if you want to kill them, but we won't do that. We won't kill them all. Like you can see, that has double handles. It's obviously a mimic. This one has a single handle, so it's not a mimic. So let's open this up. Perfect. Got my gold. Easy. And that's the trial. That's the trial. You open the 2 chests that aren't mimics, and then you come back here to this final chest, and you loot it, and you go on to the next trial. There's 4 trials in this, and the amount of doors you can pick from gets smaller and smaller each time. And there you get trial tokens. You saw I got 25 trial tokens here. Now I got 3 doors to choose from. Let's see. What is this one? The Shifting Slayer. And I think all of these are going to be special boss battles. Everfrost, Blue Flame. And what do we have here? We have Adventurer's Graveyard. Let's try out the Adventurer's Graveyard. Let's go in here. Open this one out. Boop. That's another thing that's a little bit buggy. Sometimes when you try to click E or interact, you got to kind of back off and come back before it works. Okay, so we got a boss. Guromura. It looks like, so it's a spider boss. It's got some, oh no. Oh no. Wow, did not expect that. So that guy's kind of nasty. So I got 3 poisons on him. I'm going to spam my attack here, right? You got to be kind of close. Got to be kind of close. And I'm going to switch and switch back. I got my damage boost. I got my poison on him. And I'm just going to do some big damage here. Right? Spamming this for some big damage. That's really nice. Oh, we're going to dodge out of that. Do some more big damage here. And he's going down. Oh, nice! I got a crossbow mastery. So, practice makes perfect. Got an achievement, fellas. Let's get him here with this. We got another poison. And we're just spamming some damage here. Let's finish him off here. The poison does a hell of a lot of damage, guys. And he's almost dead. Let's level up let our vigor regenerate for a little bit. Hit him with a poison. And this will finish him off. Boop. Done. Easy kill here. Collect some of that. Remnant's bow. Nice. So what you get from these guys is actually a tier 3 bow. And this one's pretty darn good. Equipment score 21. I think the highest I've seen is 22. That's a non-upgraded. As you can see, the bow that I have is a +1. So that means it started off at equipment score 19 and went up to a 20. I actually have a Yigran's crossbow, which is 22, but that's because I increased it by +4. I really like that crossbow. So here we go. We get a chest. We cleared the trial. Easy. And we're going to get some more trial tokens here. And these trial tokens is what you're going to use to buy your tier 2 set, especially if you don't want to do any life skilling. Let's see. We'll look at Mortified Maze. And then there's something here. Wretched Entreaty. Okay. We'll come in here. We'll do this Wretched Entreaty. And you're going to have a merchant. Talk to Zakel again and say I'd like to purchase. Now, this is a different stock than when he's outside of the instance. And you see I've bought a couple things here. You can buy Elixir of Light, which permanently increases your health by 40. And you could buy Elixir of Enhanced Protection, which permanently increases your physical defense by 10 and max HP by 10. So that's huge. I'm going to buy some of these shards. And, you know, we could buy some of that. We could buy Poison Cure. We don't need all that stuff. So let's get out of here and let's go to the last trial. Last trial is going to be the final boss. You're going to get a ton of tokens from this and go see... We'll see Zakiel again after the trial's over and buy our tier 2 equipment. All right. Thirsty. It is Hellfire's Reckoning. This is a wild one, guys. This boss is a little tough, especially tough for melee here, and you'll see why. So Zolga, he'll start off in this fiery pit and do a bunch of attacks. Once you get him down to certain health, though, you'll need to be careful because he's going to make the entire ground fill up with lava. And let's get out of here quick. See, there it is. The magma's coming from down below. And so you're going to have to run around, and you see that red orb over there? That means that you hit that. You're going to want to do this if you're melee. And it takes time, so you got to hope you can get it before it comes and dodge out of the way. The magma is receding. Then you can come back down here and fight him again. Pretty cool. And hit him with this. Hit him here. He's stunned. And, oh, something hit me. Here we go. He's do some massive damage here. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. He's got that magma coming. Huge damage. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. We want to keep him in the pit here, especially if you're ranged. And we don't even need, if you're doing a ranger, this is why I love the ranger, you don't even need to worry about that stuff. You can just pop out here. Oh no. You can just stay on this side. You can just kill him like this way. And you could cast that going backwards. You could cast it going forwards. You could jump out of the lava pit. And he's just going to die from your poison. The poison is very strong in this game. Very strong. And when he gets low health, I'll show you guys this. He's going to run to the middle and pull up lava again, and he's enraged. He's going to do a ton of damage here. But our poison just going to kill him and end it really quickly. He dies. He drops some good equipment. Usually it's a weapon. It's one of your 3 weapons. And I got a crossbow. I got a new crossbow. And this is where I got my crossbow from. So let's see what he dropped. So equipment level 20, 7 HP recovery per second, 26 dexterity. This is a much better weapon than I got. But we're going to stick with what I have for now because it's a +4. Come here, and then you could get some final trial tokens from the chest. Yep, 100 trial tokens. So finishing it is a huge bonus. Lots of trial tokens. And you're limited to buying 5 keys, but I'm pretty sure all the undead around this area also dropped the keys because I found a few off of them before I even bought it. Yep. So here we go. We went to the trial. Let's go talk to Zakil and see what he has in his stock. So he's got some more like permanent upgrades. Permanently increase attack power by 10. Permanently increase physical defense by 20. There's also permanently increases magical defense by 20. We'll buy that because I want that. And you can see you can buy 5 of these trial keys. Now come down here. You can see I purchased a full set of medium armor, but you can also buy light armor. Make sure you're buying the right armor. So for the beta, you know, the assassin, or not the assassin, the ranger is going to want this medium armor. And if you're a berserker or soldier, you're going to want this heavy armor. And I'm going to guess the sorcerer, at least when it's unlocked, is going to want this light armor. But we're not doing that here. All right. So that's how you get your tier 2 armor set if you don't want to mess around with doing the life skilling, right? This is I like how they have the option to not do life skilling. Life skilling, I think it's fun. I like it. In New World, it was pretty much necessary. But in this game, it looks like they're trying to give you as many options as possible. So that's how you get your first tier 2 set, and that's going to carry you all the way to level 15, where you'll want to get some tier 3 stuff. But we're not going to worry about that for now. First, let's talk about leveling up, how to level up. We already talked about the bounties. You can get a lot of experience from doing the bounties. You can also get experience from doing just normal quests. So let's go do a normal quest. Let's go do this spider quest I found. That looked like a lot of fun. So we want to go here. We want to track this location. We'll track this because we're going to teleport down here. Make it fast. Make it quick. And one of the bounties that you have to do is in this location. It's actually right inside this building. It's hard to see. It's this Profane Gabe. He was a pain in the butt to find in case anyone's looking for him. Let's go back. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, that's all right. We're okay. We're okay. You can't see life bar while you're on. Oh, what's that? Shady lot. Oh, those are just bad guys. And the bad guys are hostile against each other too, and I think that's funny. I think that's really funny. So let's go find this spider boss. Normal quests are something you do by just talking to NPCs in the settlements and just around the area, little camps that you run into. Come here to this bound stone, and we'll run over and we'll find this giant spider. Now, I got this giant spider quest from actually doing a cooking quest. So I learned how to do cooking, and the guy next to the cook, which I'll show you when we turn this in, was talking about the best, tastiest dish was some spider leg dish. So he gave me this quest to go retrieve some legs from the giant spider, and that's what we're doing now. Here we go. Let's track this. And I've just been... So, again, I'm with the crossbow, right? I'm just going to this crossbow. I'm casting my venom shot and my spider poison and my verdant ambush on them and just spamming tornado shot to do this massive damage because it's increased by 39% for each stack. I have 3 stacks. That's almost 120% more damage right on top. So I'm doing 250% damage with each one of these, and it's an AoE skill. So I just kill everyone around me. And that increases as I get more venom stacks. So this adds another spider poison. This adds more poison. So it just gets stronger and stronger as you level up. And I'm going to go ahead and pop some more into... Let's see. What is it? Does this increase the time? No. Nope. It doesn't increase the time. So we're just going to go with this. Increase that poison there. So 2, it looks like there's an arrow up. We got to go up. So this horse isn't going to help us. I do kind of like the climbing here allows you to be a little creative. There we go. See, I can climb up on that. Can I get up here? Oh, no. There's a weird grass here that I can climb up on. They got to fix that. So there are some things they have to fix, but overall, I really like it. So these ravenous wolves, the normal wolves will always drop some tier 1 leather. But sometimes these guys have a chance to drop 2. And they can also drop random gear. Look at that. We just got a wolf hide belt. We'll take a look at that. Here it is. A tier 3 epic wolf hide belt that gives 11 vitality, increases damage reduction in PvP by 10%, and wolf hide upon switching weapons deals 17% damage to nearby enemies. This is awesome. But I'm going to stick with what I have equipped because it increases my max HP more and my dexterity. So if we go here, we're going to butcher this animal that we got, and we're going to try to get some tier 2 equipment. If there's a named wolf, like Ravenous Wolf or Timber Wolf, there's a good chance to get tier 2 stuff. Thin Rawhide, that's tier 1. So we only got tier 1 stuff from him. This one might have tier 2. And right now, the only way to get tier 2 leather is to get lucky. So I will show you. So, no, we got tier 1. No luck there. I'll show you here a good spot I found to farm some tier 2 stuff, especially with your AoE Ranger, because you could get a whole bunch of these animals together, 5, 6 of them, and kill them all at once. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. But let's do this quest, because I want to show kind of some normal quests that you do. And it's not just go here, hunt this many people. You actually got to do stuff. You got to level up your cooking to 2. You got to go out, find this cave. You have to hunt this giant spider. It's super cool stuff. I'm really enjoying the quest. Not versatility. Whatever the word is. Lots of different quests. Oh, and if you see these bonfires here, that's another like side quest you can do. And I'll show you that. These bonfire ones are going to be a little bit tough for just reaching level 5. You want to be probably at least level 8 before you try these cult rituals, because these corrupted priests are really tough. So you see here. But I'm just going to absolutely destroy these guys. So here's this. Oh, almost. Yep, there's that. They're dead. They're dead. So that's what happens when you put poison on them. I'm doing like 500, 600 damage per hit in AoE, and it's just absolutely nuts. It kills bosses so fast, and I can't wait to see what it does to the final boss. And we'll go over the final boss next. We'll just go over, like, hey, what does the main story quest look like, at least in the first 15 levels through the beta. So we got some tier 2 equipment from that. So you get tier 2 equipment just from doing these things here. Let's see. Oh, and here's a boss. So take a look at there's random field bosses as well, and they could drop some pretty cool stuff. Oh, these aren't field bosses. Armored I haven't seen this thing. Let's kill it. What is this? Okay. Here's this thing. Not sure what it's doing. Oh, it's dead. It's dead already. So it must be really weak to poison. They're just a lot bigger than... Okay. And the poison killed it. All right. So they're weak to poison. Interesting. All right, so that's dead. Let's go find where this cave is, because I want to kill this damn spider. Oh, one thing I didn't go over is your time abilities. As you go through the main quest, because we're doing the main quest first, you unlock special time abilities. Some freeze people, some increase your movement ability. One allows you to summon enemies, which is pretty cool. Let's go. Here's 2 over here. So we got to find a cave to go into. I wonder where that cave could be. Is it down here? Is this the entrance? Or this might be the entrance up here. Oh, I see. The entrance is right here. Here's Dawn's Spider Den. Here's it. Let's go. Before we jump down there, let's go see if there's an entrance over here on the map. That might be good. Oh, and when you're going around hunting or doing life skilling, some trees glow. A red glow is a tier 3 material. This blue glow is tier 4, and you can see how long it takes me. Look how long it takes me to do it. It's going to take days. And it gives you tier 4 material, which in the beta, I'm assuming they're going to have, the next beta is going to be a similar level cap, level 15. You're not going to be able to use the tier 4 stuff because it requires a level 25. We're looking for the cave, and it's... we're way away. We're going the wrong way. I think I needed to go... I do think I might have needed to go down. Let's go. R is your auto run. Let's see. Will this bring me to the cave here? I think I need to go down to this spider den. Nope, nope. This is just... Alright. My instinct was correct. Let's see. Iron deposit, tier 2 stuff. Another thing you need to try to get is tier 3 life scaling material called these Archies. Archie can be picked up from any cutting down any trees, mining, butchering. This is picked up from doing any of that stuff, but you got to be careful because I think there's a limit to it, how much you can get per hour, because at one point it just stopped giving them to me. Okay, yeah, we have to go down to this cave. Cool. This is the spider cave. Ooh, that hurt. Let's go through here. Yeah, let's go through here. Go through here. Easy, easy. Not too bad. Kill that thing. And here's our giant cave spider. We got to cut that. So I'm going to do my poisons on it, right? Hit this poison and just come through. Oh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. What did it do? It gave me a debuff or something and got me. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's get our poisons on it again. Right? Get some poisons on it and just kill it. Right? Done. Done. Easy, easy. Collect. We got a plump spider leg. That's our quest. And now we'll go back and craft our stew. Boop. Cool cave. I love it. I love it. All right. What's the closest? This is the closest. So we'll track this. Okay. So these guys here, these guys have a chance to drop tier 2 materials. The ones with the horns on it. So let's slow them down. Pop this, and do a little bit of... we'll butcher this one. I want to show you the tier 2 material here for the ranger to make leather. That's thin rawhide. So those lesser Archies you see, you get those from any type of gathering. Thin rawhide. We only got tier 1. That's a shame. Like I said, it's much harder to get tier 1 stuff. Much harder. Here's a cool little camp. Yeah, let's go back up here and go turn in our spider legs quest. So I can kind of show you where to learn the cooking and stuff. Boop. Nice. Alright, we'll turn in this quest, and then I'm going to show you the Citadel, where you can go and you could actually level up. We'll talk about the main story quest a little bit, because that's a big source of experience that you can get leveling up on your way to level 15. You're learning all this stuff as you go through the game to get to level 15, and once you get to that point, you kind of know a lot about it. The combat is what's been bringing me back each time this weekend. It's great. Hey Artha, how you doing, man? I'm just going over some tips and tricks that I've learned leveling up. This is my third character. Got to level 15, got some tier 3 equipment. So here we go. We got our spider legs. We need to deliver the spider leg to this guy, and he should give us a recipe. Do you play? Yeah, I'm playing on PC. I can play with the controller, but there's no real way to remap on the controller right now. So I'm just playing on the PC. I got the spider legs. Yep. Give this to him, and he's going to give us a recipe. Nice. So now we have the recipe. We can give the spider dish to Lazuli and complete the quest. Get a ton of experience. That's a big bonus. We're almost level 16, even though we can't go any higher than we are now. You heard some noise about this game. It's amazing. So there's a lot of people saying that they don't like it. There's issues. There's graphical issues. It's a closed beta. It's not ready for release yet. But I'm having so much fun with this. I'm going to miss it as soon as Monday hits. I want to play this. I just want to keep playing it. I'm definitely going to pick it up. If it releases in this state, I'll definitely pick it up. It's just fun. It's just fun. But there are definitely some issues. I started playing Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. Oh, I haven't heard of that game. What's that about? Okay, so we're going to go check out the Citadel. The other way to level up, we went over quests. We went over, getting your first tier 2 equipment, crafting it. We went over the solo dungeon and trials to get gear, your armor set, your weapons. Now, the other way to level up is by doing the main story quest. And doing the main story quest, you're going to run into fight these bosses at these kind of time chrono gates. Once you go in your first chrono gate, you'll be able to warp to the Citadel. Slight spoilers here. Not really. We're not going to talk about anything story-wise, but I want to show you something that took me a while, all weekend, to figure out. That you can actually upgrade the skills you get from the main story quest. So the main story quest, this first introduction, you unlock all these different abilities here. Summoning, slowing down time. There's some really cool stuff. And you could actually upgrade each of those abilities to make them better. If you come over here, this Chronotector Specialist, right? What's your research about? Next. I want to enhance my Chronotector. And you could actually increase these. There's a whole skill tree for each one of your skills. One of them is time reversal. You increase the duration of time reversal by 5 seconds. You can deal damage and inflict knockdown to enemies struck by time reversal. It's pretty cool. There's a whole skill tree. You could recover your stamina, vigor, and mana upon using it just by coming here, talking to her, and using these points, which you gain by doing stuff throughout the game, exploring, finding hidden bosses around the world, and they'll be guarding some sort of stone, a yellow stone, which you can click and gain these bonus points to level up. Lost in Random, the Eternal Die is a roguelike top-down game. Oh, Hades. Hades got me into those types of games. I love it. I'm super excited for Hades 2. That's coming out for the Switch 2. I'm definitely going to be playing that when it comes out. So we won't talk to Velia, because that's kind of part of the story. Didn't want to do any spoilers, but just wanted to make sure everyone is aware that you can actually upgrade these abilities, and another one of the characters gives you summons, and when you defeat these chrono gates, you get new summons. And I actually have a summon as well, which we're going to use, and we're going to go fight the final chrono boss here. So if you don't want to see it, definitely tune out of this, skip ahead. I'm going to travel to Murkwater Fishing Spot and defeat the final chrono gate to unlock my last skill. I fought him once before at level 10. I was way under leveled, and he kicked my butt. It's actually a crazy fight. It's super cool, and it'll give me a chance to really show off my build. And there's actually, let's see. On the way over here in the forest, I found like a side boss that was the final boss, but it was like a shadow version of him. Right here! Let's kill this guy. This is kind of a preview of what we're going to run into. Alright. We're going to summon our dude. And we're going to cast poison on him. Cast poison. Oh. Ooh. He did some big damage here. Alright. Big attack. Ooh. Alright, watch out. We got our summon helping us out here. Bam. Oh, watch out for that. Watch out for that. Ooh, that's a big attack. That killed me the first time. Alright, I'm going to switch weapons. I got a damage bonus. I got full. Look at that. 300, 400 damage. We're just melting his health. This is a tough boss. Alright, he killed my summon. We got to be careful. He one-shot me before when I was level 10. I have no idea how much damage he's going to do here. He's a little bit easier. Ooh. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. He's a little bit easier than the final boss. He runs slower, and he doesn't jump as far, doesn't teleport as far to attack you. Alright, my summon is still alive. Wow, that summon is super helpful. Ooh. Okay, that's the attack that almost killed me before. Low on vigor. Get that poison on him. Right, what does this skill do? Yep, nice, nice. We dodge that. Do our attack, get through there. Oh, man. And we have this cool, like, jumping ability that allows us to dodge and attack at the same time. I love it. Oh, man, dodge out of that. And I'm going to use a health potion because he's really doing some work on me right now. If we can't kill this guy, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to kill, oh, man. Kill the final boss. Because this guy is just like a weaker version of the final boss. Get through, get through. Ooh, can I do my switch? I can. Nice. We're good here? Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Here we go. Do some massive damage here. And you see I still have 2 minutes cooldown on my my summon. Let me get some poison on him. He's getting low. He's getting low here. Oh, nice, nice. This is going to be a tough... Let me do my my bow attack. Nice. Awesome. Big damage there. Get out of there. Ooh. All right, we're just staying in range. This is a much harder fight. Ooh. For... Nice. Get out of there. Ooh. Much harder fight for melee because I can just stay back and really let my poison do some of the work here. We got to get some more poison on him. Oh, get out of there. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. He's almost down. He's almost down. Nice. Nice headshot. And you can aim and hit him in the head. Nice. Got him down. So that's kind of exactly what the final boss looks like. We got a Suroma key and some angler gloves. What is that? Some tier 2 gloves. Awesome. Awesome. We're going to definitely need to eat some food. Increases attack by 15. HP recovery per second by 12 for 30 seconds. I think we're going to need to use some of this. Do we have any tier 3 food? We don't. That's unfortunate. I wish I knew a cook. So here's some tier 4 wood. Let me go ahead and eat that. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the Chrono Gate. Let's see if we can fight this final boss. He's going to be tough. That guy gave me some issues, so I'm worried about whether I'm going to be able to take this guy down. And I think I'm going to save my summon. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should save my summon for the second half of this guy and not summon him right away. So that we can use someone to kind of, you know, take the aggro off me as I regen my vigor and as I wait for another health potion to come off cooldown. That might be the play. That might be the play here. Man, the water looks great. Water looks so great here. And I love this. I love this imagery The art style they're going for is so freaking awesome. And look at this. This is just a pool of blood. It's so epic. I have unused mastery points. Not in the bow, maybe. Oh, here. Also inflicts knockdown to enemies. Shoots a shining arrow. This takes vigor. That does. Let's see. What does this take? 22 seconds. 1 arrow. Curve shot. Let's do this. Let's get a couple skills here that take no vigor. So that'll be good. We have a couple things. Stamina increase, basic attacks increase, crit rate. Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to need that. All right, let's go. Let's go, guys. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. And this is using that poison crossbow build I was explaining earlier. Again, real quick, we just use our weapon switch to give us a bonus for bonus damage. We're using the bow right now, so we're getting 30% more attack of our dexterity every time we switch. And then when we switch back to crossbow, we get full vigor every 60 seconds. Now I'm just dropping my poisons on them, right? I have 3 different poisons, and then using tornado shot, which increases your damage by 39% for each stack of poison involved. And even if you don't want to go down this tree, when you're building your character, stay to one tree or the other, because the skills build off each other, right? As you saw over here, the poison skills, I put the poisons on, and then this attack, my direct damage attack, does more damage. So each side of the skill tree, oh, we got to kill this guy here. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Okay. We gotta fight the gauntlet here. Alright, cool. That was that. We gotta fight him 3 times. He's showing us the weapons that he's gonna roll with. Alright, here we go. 1. Oh, we missed that. Oh no. Oh man. Rough. This is gonna be a rough fight, guys. Get out of here. Nice. Do some big damage to him. Maybe he's gonna disappear. We'll let our health regen for a little bit. Let's use some food here. Gain some health. And then the last form should be coming up here. Yep. Oh, I wasted that again. Oh my gosh. Oh, he has one more form after this. Alright, we're gonna go through. Get back. And we could go through him. Oh, he's already done. He has one more form, which is a bow. So let's let our vigor generate, and then we'll go through and get him. But you see, I'm actually melting this dude. I'm doing a ton of damage. A lot more damage than I did at level 10. Like, each one of these fights was a struggle at level 10. It was rough. You got to make sure you dodge it, or he just, like, one-shots you. All right, here we go. This bow is going to be rough. Got to get behind him. All right, here we go. Get back. Ooh. We can kind of dodge with this skill, too, which is nice. Get out of there. All right, he's done. Now, this is the final boss fight here for the closed beta. He's going to use all 4 of those weapons we just saw. He's going to switch it up. He's going to teleport all around. I'm going to save my summon for maybe the second 2/3 of his life, where I'm going to need some time for my health to regenerate, my health potion cooldown to come off, and I need to regenerate some vigor. So let's jump in. Let's try it out. Let's see how this goes. Wish me luck, guys. Do I have any potions here that I want to use? That's damage boost. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and use this. This is the permanent magic defense. And a killer, deadly delight. All right, let's go. Let's go. Crazy looking boss arena, right? All of them are pretty crazy. Let's go. Wait until he's... Oh, I didn't wait long enough. There we go. Ooh, that always gets me. Ooh, okay. Kind of get him here. All right, watch out for the sword. Get the poison on him. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Caps. Let's go. Hit him here. Hit him here. All right, we're going to get back a little bit. Get back a little bit. Hit him with the poison. Hit. Oh, man. See, that range attack is nutty, man. Miss that. Let's slow him down a little bit. Ooh. Let's summon. Summon. Because we need some help here. We're going to switch. We have our damage boost. We're hitting him with the poison. We're hitting him with the poison. We missed one. Uh-oh. He's not attacking him. Oh, we missed with that poison. Oh, man, he's coming. Oh, we got to get out of that. That's tough. That'll kill us. That'll kill us. Ooh. All right, here we go. Big damage here. Big damage. We got to get out of here. Nice! And he's done. He's done. The summon finished him up. We melted that dude. So that is definitely a way to go. Poison is super strong, guys. Poison is so strong. All right, spoilers, guys. If you care about the story, we're going to skip through the dialogue and stuff so you don't see it. But we did unlock a new time reversal, temporal... time reversal is what we unlocked. And we'll try that out here. So skip past all that. Skip past the stories. Level 16. I thought level 15 was the max. So maybe we can get to level 25. Interesting. The final movement. Epic quest complete. Enter the portal to Velia's world. What is that? Spoilers, guys. It's happening. Wow, what is this? Wild, wild. And then when I'm done with this, I'm going to log on to my other character, and I'm going to kind of show you, I'm going to level up, you know, get my gear.
You stand before my world.
Oh, shit. I'm going to mine some materials and kind of figure out what kind of gear I want for him. Follow the trail of light. Wow, so she took me to a view of her world, and she went back in time to try to rescue it.
Chronos.
Man, the story is nutty. Look at this. Look, the time's frozen right now because we're just viewing it. But look at this, man. This is absolute invasion. All right, we're going through. Follow the trail of light. I wonder if we're gonna have to battle all these things. Velia's world.
We shall soon arrive. 'Tis now before our very eyes.
Oh, she killed all these things. Only silence remains. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm skipping through the story. I can't wait to play the final game and do the story. I've been skipping all the story because I don't want to ruin it for me. Skipping the story, guys. Skipping the story. Resonate with the power dwelling in Velia. Okay. We're resonating. I love the whole Chronos theme of this. Elixir of Thriving Valor. Epic quest complete. Okay. What did that give me? Permanently increases attack by 5 and healing by 1. Oh, nice. Use that. For sure. For sure. Super cool. The journey continues. Find the sunken ruins. What? So it goes on way farther than I thought it did. That's super cool. Find the sunken ruins. No idea where the sunken ruins are at. Whoa. Okay, cool. So that's mostly everything, guys. That's mostly all I wanted to go over. You know, you start off the game, you are gonna end up, you know, somewhere right near this Eye of Insight, right? You're going to click this Eye of Insight. You're going to do some tutorial quests and run up here to the settlement. The first thing you want to do is come over to this guy once you complete your initial main story quest before you go to the Chronos Gate. You know, go to Gavron. He wheels, he deals, and buy your basic gathering tools. Now, do know that these break down over time, so you're going to need to repair them or buy new ones. And then go gather some materials, get your tier 2 stuff, and just play what you enjoy, guys. I think in this game, the ranged classes are going to have a huge bonus. There is PvP in this game. If I hit N, I switch to PvP mode. Hit N again, you switch back to PvE mode. So there's going to be PvP. There's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait until the next beta, and I hope you guys join me when it arrives. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week, guys. This has been just kind of a quick guide tutorial, how to get started, kind of the best path that I found, where to find some materials, how to get your first set of tier 2 gear, a ranger build, the crossbow build that I've been running, poison, that seems to just demolish everything, and you can stay at range and still do damage. It's been super nice for a lot of fights. We talked about the story quest line and the skills, how to upgrade your skills, right? Let's see what this time reversal does. What happens if I hit C? Oh, whoa. So maybe when you hit that, like you do stuff, and then when it's over, do you go back to it? Oh, here, let's try that again. It's a short cooldown. So maybe I have to hit C again. So hit C. Come over here, say we're attacking. We're spending vigor. We're spending a bunch of vigor, right? We're spending vigor. Hit C again. That's kind of cool. That could be really good. I'd have to test that out and try it out. All right, guys. Have a great night. I hope you have a great week. Monday, 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern time. I will be here streaming live. Probably Monster Hunter, because this game is going to sadly be closed. Wednesday is also Monster Hunter. And then Friday, we're playing some Death Stranding 2. Stay tuned for that. It comes out on Friday. Super excited for that game. And hopefully we'll be running through that whole game. Have a great night, guys.